The girl that does OnlyFans?
Oh my god.
Damn.
None of that. You should not know that.
That is wild. I agree with Yassine where this is kind of like the universe balancing itself out and showing you the price you paid for the things that you get. All that money cannot buy your dignity back and your self-worth back. On top of that, I really just think these OF models or like even porn stars are so selfish. Like they only think about this materialistic wealth that they're going to achieve. They do not care about their parents, how their parents are going to look for raising her to make these decisions. They don't care about her brother who is probably honestly getting bullied. Let's say I'm in class with her little brother and her little brother maybe bullies me or says something to me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm like, yo, bro, isn't this your sister right here butt naked? Money couldn't save OF Demon from this. Video by Hello Yassine Extra. There's this OF model, you know, her name is Camille Arajo or whatever her name is. And she was streaming with Neon, and then they came across these kids that recognized her and was like, yo, aren't you an OnlyFans demon? They didn't say it like that, but they recognized her for her OnlyFans, and she did not like that very much. But yeah, let's see how Yassine broke it down.
What's poppin', y'all? One of the top demons of OF, not Odd Future, for those of you that may be a little old or considered unk age now because you grew up on Odd Future. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, isn't it? This chick, Camille, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Araujo? I'm just gonna pronounce it like Hicksy American, right? Camilla Araujo. She was doing this stream with Neon. This chick, I think she's one of the chicks in the Bob house. I don't really know. By the way, that house is gigantic. It's unimaginable how big that house, not unimaginable, but the scale of that house is gigantic. That's just a side note. But that chick, she's making ridiculous money on OF, and she was doing this collaboration with Neon. So she's kicking it with Neon, and then what happens is one of such a chef's kiss moments that I wish we could replay over and over. And I wish she could have this interaction live on the internet every single day, just as a reminder, just as like a little, you know, death by 1,000 cuts type of thing. So I'm going to play you guys the clip of her on Neon stream right now.
It's
Gideon.
I feel like I actually know who that is.
Who?
Isn't that the girl that does OnlyFans?
Oh my god.
Damn.
None of that. You should not know that.
That is wild.
My bad.
None of that.
How the
Where are your parents? You should be watching Blippi.
This is so awkward because it's quiet.
Yeah.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know. Too young.
What are you talking about?
You're done.
Brother, you're too young to be a gooter.
You're done. You're done. You're done.
He knows what that means.
Bye. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
See, first of all, my whole thing with this, I agree with Yassine where this is kind of like the universe balancing itself out and showing you the price you paid for the things that you get. Because yeah, she is a millionaire and she is rich. She is rich. She has no problems, you know, monetarily. But all that money cannot buy your dignity back and your self-worth back. You paid the price to put your body out there and put it out for the world to see. And now kids are coming up to you asking if you're an OnlyFans model. She shouldn't have a problem with these type of things happening because even on her podcast, she brings her little brother in and asks her little brother, oh, do you have a problem with me doing OF and whatnot? And it's like, if you don't care to embarrass your brother, because honestly, it's going to even look bad on him that his sister does that. And if you don't care if your little brother sees you in that light, why do you care if random people see you in that light? Like, you don't care. Stop pretending you have like morals and you're like this upstanding person who doesn't want to be seen in that way. You know what you signed up for, and you yourself use your brother for content, and you know, he acknowledges that you have OF.
Who are parenting these children?
That's crazy. Well, no, all right, let's move on.
Who are parenting these children when she is on OnlyFans? The irony, bro. What?
You can't control what kids
Okay, how do we do this?
This is beautiful. Now, some of you are probably like, oh no, this is disgusting. No. Hear me out. This is why this is beautiful. This individual, she is evil incarnate. We have to agree on that. The reason why she's evil incarnate is because, number one, she's like, oh, like, where are your parents at? Where are your parents at? For kids to avoid her content, they would have to have a helicopter parents that don't allow them to do anything. They would nearly have to be Mennonite or Amish. And probably maybe be in a cult. Not saying Mennonite or Amish are a cult, but I'm saying a cult is another place where they would probably avoid seeing her content because she's just everywhere. And then they would call those parents overbearing and not allowing their kids any privacy or to see anything. So she has to look in the face of these kids, because before that, she's just like, oh, I'm just online. She doesn't know. She's not interacting with that audience. And keep in mind, by the way that this chick blew up on OF, and this is why this chick is a demon. She was in the Mr. Beast video for Squid Games. I think she was number 67 or something like that. She was in a Mr. Beast video for Squid Games. I don't think she won Squid Games, but she had a lot of attention on her during that video. It was one of Mr. Beast's biggest videos. Squid Games was one of the biggest shows in Netflix history. It was such a huge cultural moment. He made a video about it. It boomed. So she got a ton.
Yeah, imagine Mr. Beast giving you like the historic alley-oop. If Mr. Beast gives you an alley-oop, it's somewhat easy if you already have maybe like some type of talent to start a career in influencing or something of that nature. So the first thing she thought about when she got the alley-oop from Mr. Beast was, yeah, let me start a OnlyFans. Let me put my body out there. And there's nothing necessarily inherently wrong with, I guess, making an OnlyFans, because you're not hurting other people per se, but it does show people what your talent is. So it's just wild to me that she could have done anything else at all. Maybe even started like a streaming career or something, but she's like, the easiest and the best thing that I can do is just put my butt and my boobs out there.
Of attention. And what did she do with that attention? Did she try to, I don't know, maybe start a streaming career? Did she try to be an entertainer and do YouTube and maybe do her own type of thing? No, she hopped directly to OnlyFans. She hopped directly to OF. And what is Mr. Beast's audience? Are we going to pretend like Mr. Beast's audience is adults? It's grown men, it's older guys. All of the people that were watching you were kids. This kid that came up to her, he's like, what, probably 11, 12? He looks middle school aged. He was like 6 years old probably when that video came out. Yeah, he saw you in the Mr. Beast video when he was a kid and you started promoting your OF. So to act shocked like, oh my God, like you're not supposed to be seeing that. What guardrail is there for him to not see you? You were in a Mr. Beast video. This is the craziest part about it. And she was talking about like levels of fulfillment in the car with Neon. I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
0.5 too. Dipped a little bit. Closer to 1 now. But that just goes to show you.
1 mil?
Yeah, but that just goes to show you, like, if that doesn't fulfill you, then like what the will? Do you get what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me get it.
This got so laggy. This is not even my YouTube.
Yeah, no, I get that. I just, I just feel like if you're making $1 million, like, who the cares, Just $1 million a month. That equals to 12 mil a year. And on top of that, all your other revenues. That's if you have a bad month.
I made it my entire purpose. Like, bro, I'm going to make the most possible money I can on OnlyFans and then dip. Like, I'm just gonna dip, right? So I think I'm at that point where I'm kind of like
you're lost like me.
Like I'm losing interest. I'm losing interest in that run. Like I'm losing interest in like chasing that high.
You don't care about making the most money now.
So she's saying she was making, I think she said she's made north of $30 million, which it's never enough.
Yeah, she talks about it like she talks about going in, making as much money as possible and coming out. And it's like that doesn't always work out that way, because then you have this lifestyle to uphold that you have to keep making that amount of money. If you see her on IG, because it is hard to avoid her, like Yassine said, man, kids, it is unavoidable for kids to see her because she is everywhere. I try not to see her, and she's gonna pop up as in a Reels video or something. She lives very lavishly, a mansion, very lavishly. So how do you expect to pull out when your lifestyle has to be at this baseline of like, this lavish baseline? You have to keep making the money. Unless you maybe turn down your lifestyle a bit, then you can probably pull away, but you can't. You have to keep going. You have to stay in this rat race. You have to stay in this little hamster wheel to keep making the money, keep promoting yourself, to keep exposing your body. and it's never gonna end, really. And I am sure, you know, these rich people that start OnlyFans, anybody on the internet could sit here and be like, yeah, man, she got no morals. Like, you know, how are you just gonna do that? Even a while back when I made a Lil Tay video, I'm just like, man, like, society is going so bad to the point where little girls are growing up and they're seeing that this is a way to make lucrative amount of money, and they see this girl right here, whatever her name is, and then they're like, yeah, man, I gotta make as much money as possible, and that's an easy way because she did it like that. And we're setting such a bad precedent for the future, man, where people are gonna grow up and be like, it's okay to post my body and expose myself fully, let go of any self-worth that I have just because I'm gonna make $1 million. And it's just kind of sad to me, bro.
These people, it is never enough. It will never be enough. And this is the whole thing. She's like, yeah, you know, I'm just trying to do it until I don't need to do it anymore. This is cap. Yeah, I remember they will conjure up reasons. The truth is, once you start doing this, that's it. You're committed. There's no like, oh, yeah, no, I'm a retired OF girl. No, you're an OF girl. That stays stuck on you. Like it's like if you were a dude and you were doing some weird freaky frog activity, that's on you forever. It's not like, nah, you know, like just like 15 years ago I used to let my chick get cracked by other dudes. Now I'm not on that anymore. No,
now you're weird.
That. Be that. So there's no reason for her to quit. But the cap that they talk about is not, I'm gonna quit at this point. I remember I don't even want to name her. Some of you gooners probably know her, but I remember I met her in LA years ago, and she was talking about like, nah, you know, like I don't be getting cracked on my OF. It was in a group setting, by the way. It wasn't like a one-on-one type of thing. And she was like, she was a nice enough girl, and I was just asking questions. You know, I'm not a judgmental guy. I don't judge people. And I was like, oh, so like, what's the point? She's like, oh, you know, I want to create this animal sanctuary, just a bunch of hoopla, right? And she's like, yeah, you know, I wouldn't be getting cracked on camera or anything like that. I just do this. I think at the time she was definitely bare on there. That's what she was saying. But a year later, she's getting cracked by Adam 22. So like that stuff all goes out the window and changes once they see the bread dipping. Like this chick, she's talking about, oh, now she's making an M a month. An M a month? That is insane. And she's talking about not feeling fulfilled. Now, granted, it's not the business model, because there are people with legitimate businesses that make that much or more, and they're still not fulfilled. And they're not necessarily doing something that is poisoning the well of the youth. It's like, you used to go to the fountain of youth, you stick your hand in the Lazarus pit, and you're like, damn, I'm young. Now that whole well is poisoned. You stick your hand there, you like age backwards. It's like Benjamin Button. So that's one thing, her conversation with Neon. But then Sneeko reacts to this, and he gives a really good, poignant take. And that jogged my memory a little bit. That made it even more insidious for what she was doing and how she pretended to react.
I feel like I actually know who that is.
Who?
Isn't that the girl that does OnlyFans?
Oh my gosh. She's cool.
Yeah, this is this not like borderline? Why don't people call this creepy or weird? You know, like when
Wait a minute. We cannot forget that Sneeko was out here pushing his red pill ideology and was talking about some, oh, women this, women that, women gotta do this. And then kids came up to him and were like, yeah, man, F them women, F them women. So Sneeko also had his moment where kids would come up to him talking about, you know, spreading the same ideology that he was spreading. So
a dude is in a relationship with a 19-year-old and he's 22, and they're like, that's so weird. Why is it not weird for these women to be noticed by 9-year-old boys for doing dystopian?
None of that. You should not know that.
Actually,
you should not know that.
You do whole campaigns on TikTok so that people know what you do. You blew up farming your brother. Actually, yeah, that's what you were targeting. You were trying to get kids who are in school on TikTok to goon to you.
On top of that, I really just think these OF models or like even corn stars are so selfish. Like they only think about this materialistic wealth that they're going to achieve. They do not care about their parents, how their parents are going to look for raising her to make these decisions. They don't care about her brother, who is probably honestly getting bullied. I'm not going to lie. Kids are the most like, you know, kids will do you harm. Like if kids want to bully you, man, they're going to do as much damage as possible. Let's say I'm in class with her little brother and her little brother maybe bullies me or says something to me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm like, yo, bro, isn't this your sister right here butt naked? It's just so selfish to be a OnlyFans model, man. Like, Unless you're like completely cut off from everybody else, which is probably a lonely existence, and it'd probably make you self-delete if you're just by yourself. It's just such a selfish decision to make. And on top of that, you just cannot have kids for sure. You cannot have kids because their future is just gonna be so miserable.
And people don't never call her a for that.
None of that. You should not know that.
She didn't even give life a chance. She just hopped right into OF. So she's 23 years old. And he's talking about, yeah, you were doing content with your younger brother, who's a minor. And then I thought about it, and I was like, wait, hold on. That's right. And I'm going to play you guys 2 clips with her brother. And there's 2 different sides to the story, but both are evil. I'm going to play you guys them right now.
Do you really think I'm not a good sister?
Well, it's not that you're not a good sister. It's just you gotta think that your actions don't just have doesn't affect not just only you, but it also affects me.
Wow,
Like,
so
next year,
smart
I'm
for him
gonna
to
be applying
say.
for colleges, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that with things that are on the internet. I might not even be able to get a girlfriend because people they already know. In public, people ask me, "Do you really like your sister?
This is so
Do you
sad.
really approve of this?" Like, I actually don't think this could work in my future.
Christian, with everything that I'm doing, I've never want.
Let me interrupt the clip real quick. Look how she is sitting right now talking to her brother. This is blurred out, by the way. And the clip is it's a little bit more zoomed out. Look how she is sitting talking to her brother. Come on now, bruh.
Wanted it to affect you like this. Bro,
He's
I'm
crying.
Sorry.
He is crying. This is so sad, bro.
Bro, I'm sorry. I really don't want it to affect you.
There's nothing else I can.
You don't want it to affect him, but yet you didn't think about this at all. You don't why don't people have the common sense to think a little bit into the future? Look at, if I do this, it's going to collapse onto this person. It's going to do this. But no, honestly, you are a demon. You just want to make money off of OnlyFans any means necessary. It doesn't matter the destruction you cause around you. Your little brother is here crying because it is affecting him. He's getting bullied for it because you're doing it. He's not going to be able to have certain jobs or relationships because his sister is out here posting nude pictures on OnlyFans. You do not care. You do not, what? You don't want it to affect him? Shut up. You do not care.
You everything up. I'm leaving.
This
Bro,
is so sad,
the best and worst part about being my brother.
The worst part, you're just getting way too famous.
Period.
And I've been getting name called a lot more at school. Some random girl said, "See you later, Pinky."
Pinky.
Pinky. Pink. And then
Well, it's only going up from here, so I'm only going to become more famous.
She doesn't care.
Deal with it. Don't be so sensitive, a little bit.
Yeah, she's a demon. Yeah, I'm going to call it there, man. A very tragic situation. She absolutely does not care about the things she does and how it affects the people around her, and it's just shown by her brother literally crying in front of her, and she doesn't care. She just tells him to deal with it. It's truly sad, bro. It's truly sad. And these people are going to pretend like they're happy because they're taking private jets and they're living in a very lavish home. But deep down, they are truly sad at the decisions that they made, and that they cannot buy their dignity back. So they have to continue going as far as possible into this path that they've taken. As always, I hope you enjoyed. Please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the channel grow immensely. Until next time, have a wonderful day.
Head to the stars, 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 head to the stars.